breaking news from RTV6.
And that breaking news, a political bombshell. Greg Ballard will not seek a third term as mayor of Indianapolis. It's a huge announcement for the city. Greg Ballard not seeking another 4 years.
Call 6 investigator Rafael Sanchez broke this story at 5 o'clock and joins us now with new information. Rafael?
Eric and Todd, good evening. Mayor Ballard is stepping aside at the end of his term next December. I confirmed that 90 minutes ago, and behind the scenes, he was planning for his decision to show up on the front page of the morning newspaper, since he plans to make the official announcement tomorrow. And there has been a lot of speculation about his future leading the city beyond 2015. The mayor had been considering his plans by talking with family and friends. I asked him that very question a year ago when we sat down for a one-on-one to discuss his achievements, his challenges, and the possibility of a third term. Will you run for a third term?
Well, I'm not there yet. It's a very personal decision. It really is. And I waited a long time last time before I made that call. Everybody assumed I was going to run again. That was not an assumption by Winnie and I. It was not at all. But I'm being asked by, frankly, Republicans and Democrats to run again. I mean, a lot of people like the direction of the city right now.
We were expecting an announcement in December, not today. But now at 6, we are getting reaction to the mayor's major decision. We just finished talking with our political insider, Abdul Hakim Shabazz.
The conversation he and I have been having over the past couple of months, he seemed like somebody who was ready to go do something else, maybe kind of wind down, move on. I do know that the mayor wanted to make an announcement about a month or so ago, but he didn't want to influence the outcome of the elections and cause a bunch of stir and be a distraction.
Joining us now is our other political insider, Democrat Kip Tu. What does this mean for the party to hear that Mayor Ballard will not seek a third term?
Well, for the Democratic Party, I think it's positive. He was their strongest candidate, I think, going into the next election. He had a record that was, that he'd run on twice and won. So I think he was their best candidate. So I think the Democrats are in good shape. I would not want to be Republican Chairman Kyle Walker today to try to have to fill Ballard's shoes, especially after last night's election where Democrats carried every countywide elected office.
By waiting this long, has he hurt the chances of someone else who could have been raising money, going door to door, having an exploratory committee?
Yeah, I think he has, but I mean, as he said in the piece, it's a very personal decision. Our hats off to the mayor. 8 years as a public servant is a tough thing for anybody to do, and he's stepping out on his own timing, and he has the right to do that.
The only Republican mayor in a top 20 city, all the others are Democrats. Yeah. What does this mean for your candidate, Joe Hogsett, who has not officially announced but is exploring the idea?
Well, he needs to make a decision here real quick. He's there. Ed Delaney's also looking at this race.
Tomorrow,
I think in the next week he needs to get all in, and I think he probably will. But we also have Ed Delaney still an announced candidate looking at it, and so we're going to have to sort that out, and we have to come together ourselves because it's not an easy race.
A developing story that continues with more reaction coming up on the news at 7. We'll be back at 7 with more information. Now back to you.
Interesting perspective, guys. Thank you. We're continuing to gather new reaction tonight, including from one Republican considered a front runner to take Mayor Ballard's spot on the ballot next year. That is State Senator Jim Merritt. RTV6 State House reporter Katie Hines is live with more on that for us. Katie.
We're learning that it wasn't clear to some of the people closest to the mayor until tonight, really just in the last hour or so, that he wasn't going to seek a third term in office. We're standing outside of State Senator Jim Merritt's State House office. Merritt is his campaign chairman, also a very close friend of Mayor Ballard's, and he tells us that he just received confirmation in the last hour that the mayor wouldn't seek another term. Merritt tells us that he will consider the job. He says he'll take a week or two, though, to research it and talk with party leaders and other members of the community to see if it's something that he should do or if he can be of support to another nominee. He credits Mayor Ballard as a transformational leader. Merritt says Ballard established this city as a well-rounded professional community.
I will consider it, but there's a lot of research to be done. The results from yesterday, what the city's situation is financially, and in talking with leaders to see who the Republican Party will gather around.
Will have to face. Merritt says that the challenges will be reducing crime, improving education, and continuing to grow the city of Indianapolis. Reporting live at the State House, Katie Hines, RTV6.
Although he has not made any official announcement for a possible contender for mayor of Indianapolis is former U.S. Attorney Joe Hogsett. Hogsett issued this statement to us this evening saying, "I want to join others across our city in thanking Mayor Greg Ballard for his 2 terms in office. I've always admired this mayor's commitment to public service and his personal integrity. It is my sincere hope that Mayor Ballard will continue to lend his voice to important community discussions throughout the next year."